Good afternoon, Dragon Warrior Randomizer fans, and welcome to the Friday matinee of mayhem. Today we've got brianwilliams42 versus EMP, any amount of money. They are sitting inside of the Pogtastic Warlock 9095 racetime.gg room right now. They have got Radiant, but they don't know that yet, and they are going to be so happy when they see it. I'm going to give them a 1-minute warning, because I'm also taking care of the gates. Who am I? I'm Veluvi. I'll be talking you through this race. I'm also running the restream here. Taking care of all of the statistics that you're going to see on the screen is Cherno. And we've got ourselves a great show for you today. As you can see, our runners are starting with 6 entire strength, which is not that much, but it'll make the red slimes pretty happy if they can find them. And yeah, we are in for a good matchup. Both of these runners pretty squarely matched up. They both have very similar rankings in the GG Elo system. And I think it's about time that I go ahead and drop the gate for them. Here we go. Alright, so the gate has been dropped. They will be released in about, 5 seconds or so, plus any stream delay or lag that we have, and we will then be able to get a good look at what is inside of the old treasury in Charlotte Castle, or rather Tantagel Castle. Here we go. EMP, first one that we get to see going. Again, stream lags happen, so I'm not sure if this is actual real-time. Some folks put a delay in their show stream as well. But we've got ourselves a torch, so a little bit of damage off the bat, and a dragon scale. So if they could find a ghost or something, that might be a nice target for that torch, or a magician. EMP first out the door. He's going to go down the stairs. And we're going to see what he finds. We are in a forested area, a little bit of desert nearby. Not a lot of space. It looks like perhaps only one way to go. Oh no, it opens up into a swamp to the left here. EMP does not want to go into that swamp, but it is a dead end up here. Ghost is a good target for your torch. He does throw it. The ghost cast heal more. Horrible, horrible luck. Brian Williams does get a slime down. EMP also has one slime under the belt, looking for another. If they had a little bit more strength, the scorpion would be a good target for a torch. Yeah, the ghost, he came, he heal moored, and then he just noped out of there. He said, I'm not gonna turn up any more for you. So our runners both sitting here looking for the monsters that will get them at level 2. Basically 2 more blue slimes for each of them. I don't think Brian Williams has seen the ghost yet. Fortunately, it ate EMP's torch. And EMP, the first one to hit level 2. Let's see what it comes with. We've got 4 power, 1 response speed, 4 hit points, and 1 magic point. An extra magic point, I believe, buys them an extra radiant cast. I think radiant costs 3. Maybe it costs 2. And there we go. Brian Williams picks up his level 2. And yeah, both runners just sitting here in this desert trying to get a breakout level, something with a little more hit points, a little more strength, to want to make you to leave. But right now, it's kind of got the monsters that you want for where they're at, right? They can graduate from these blue slimes into the Drakies and the ghosts that are there. If the ghost doesn't heal more. EMP. Away from it. Scorpions will be nice once they have a slightly bit more strength. Scorpion's an excellent early game monster. Brian Williams takes down a Magidraki. Enough to get him level 3. Comes with 8 power. Now he's in that I can fight Magidrakis for real area. I'm pretty sure he can take on Scorpions at Ghost. I think this is Brian Williams' first ghost. He swings, he gets 5. The ghost does not heal more. He has done well in defeating the ghost. Magidraki on EMP side. He doesn't want any bit of it. In the red. Seems like he's only been able to fight the slimes. I think Brian Williams still had his torch, and that's what let him take that other Magidraki. Anyways, he's now really dug into it, and here's level 4, 7 more power, 2 response speed, 3 hit points, 14 magic, and there's Big Daddy Hurtmore at level 4. Get the heck out of this desert and find something bigger to throw those Hurtmores at. Draki is not what you want to throw your Hurtmore at. Red Slime Desert? No. Spectre, I'll take it. $47 experience points, another level, level 5. Gives us 11 more power, 1 response speed, 8 hit points, 30 magic. So all of the Hurtmores forever just came with that level. And the wolf is a decent target to... yeah, you want the refill. Yeah, just let it kill you. There you go. All the fireballs, and he's got a target cave, right? Go to that cave. Maybe it'll be the mountain with some Sharlock monsters in it. Swamp with an axe on a spike. EMP, meanwhile, sitting on the home desert looking for his level 3. And with that early Hurtmore, too, it's just every second that EMP doesn't have it, Brian Williams is going to pull further and further away. I mean, unless he keeps hitting... Oh, Werewolf. Ooh. Stop spell Werewolf. Here we go. Werewolf down. 95 XP. Level 6. Incoming. What are these guys' records so far? That is a wonderful question. I do not have that sheet open. And I'm scared to move anything on my desktop right now, so I will allow chat to answer that. Brian Williams finds the town of Rimmeldar, so he's gonna walk the rim of Rimmeldar and get himself some keys. He's got 224 gold, which I think gets him 5 of them. Maybe 4. 4. He'll use 2 of them immediately to see what's in this chest here at the Rimmeldar Inn. EMP has really only found the slime. I think there might be Drakies there, but he's got his final slime. 8 power breaks him out of this jail here, and he can start fighting the Magidrakes here, and he'll get his Hurtmore shortly. We've got large targe for sale in the Rimmeldar shop, but not enough money for it. 800 gold for the large shield will take you through most of the game. It's like Brian Williams did go in that cave, but I was not paying attention and did not see what it was. the Staff Trade-In Cave. Okay, that's nice to have really close to home, right? Unless you pick up the harp, like, way out in the middle of nowhere and Sharlock's over there, too. Then you kind of wish that the Trade-In Cave was over by the harp, but having it nice to home is a good backup plan. Brian Williams with the Wyvern here. Excellent hurt more target for his level. 4 experience is enough to get to level 7. 2 power, 13 response speed, 13 hit points, 7 magic. This seed is just jetting along here. Hit points are coming along nicely. That'll make exploration better. They've got a heal spell. They've got hurt more, which is great. But not enough to take a Golem on, at least not without full health. Golem gives him a wallop and sends him back home. So Brian Williams going to set back out from the castle. EMP does get his Hurt More spell, and so he's got to be thinking, boy, it's level 4, it took me 9 minutes to get here. Maybe resetting the torch would have been a better idea, but you can't live in the past. Anyways, we had an entire treasury check. I saw the fighter's ring was the last thing to come out of it. I see there is a stones in the tracker. I'm guessing we had ourselves a stones, a fighter's ring, and some other stuff in there too that aren't worthy of putting on the board. No gold, though. Yeah, so now that EMP has Hurt More, he can start building back his EXP. Brian Williams is in the grave with Sharlock monsters to throw Hurt Mores at of his own, though. So that'll let him continue to maintain it. There's the Knights that Beta was looking for in chat. Wraith Knights in the grave. Knights all around. Sorry, not the grave, the mountain. One of the treasure chest checks, anyways. Mountain 1, guarded by a wyvern. Lots of good things to throw Hurtmores at underneath Tantagel Castle, by the way. 1 power, 2 response speed, 4 hit points, 5 magics for level 8 on Brian Williams' side. EMP has picked up level 6. And he has found Rimmildar, so he'll walk the rim and get some keys. Reiki, the first bad monster we've seen so far. Here we are, 2nd floor. We go up or down? He's going down. Hand axe. Erdrick's token, maybe? Got gold. And we've got a tablet, which is actually either an herb or a key. But that's a gold grind right there. We saw a flame sword for sale. I don't know that I think we've only seen Rimmildar shop, which I think EMP was just at, and I should have just looked at to see what was there. Magic armor flame sword, there you go. And honestly, with decent hit points, and you're gonna go get magic armor and a flame sword, you've got Hurt More to protect you from many enemies. Do you do a speculative full grind? Looks like you do not. Red dragons are on the field. Brian Williams doesn't know that. But EMP sure does. Rimuldar. Rimulder. Rimdalar. EMP picks up his treasury items, his stone, his ring. There's metal slimes down here. And EMP gonna make the trek down into the mountain as well. So both runners having the opportunity to fight the same stuff. Brian Williams has a little bit more magic to get through the cave, though. Flame Sword in a chest. That one... Cursed Belt, maybe? Or maybe it's an herb grind? Right, so Brian Williams is topped off on herbs. He's got a bunch of money. Got the best damage output spell in the game. EMP is fixing to have all of those things too, just slightly less experience points. The dopamine rush of the metal slime kill. Alright, so EMP, find a gold grind, find an Erdrick's token. Does not opt to grind the gold. Oh, Golem, says Brian Williams. Did you know that I also have DL2 breath? It's a spicy meatball. Speaking of metal music, Alien Metal comes out this month. But I think it's more of an EDM album. Alright, so EMP done with the mountain is going to make his way out. Brian Williams back to Rimuldar, Rimeldaddle Dido. He gets himself a large shield. He gets himself a magic armor. And I believe he also got himself a flame sword. Oh, the golem. The golem broke his flame sword money, that's right. It's okay, you don't need a flame sword when you have Hurt More. Metal Slime sticking around for Brian Williams. Oh. Shifty dodge and it runs away. EMP now on the gold grind, so he did go back for the grind. Maybe didn't want to risk losing it on the walk. Brian Williams picks up level 9. It comes with 12 strength and some other stats too. And he's found himself a swamp cave. That's gonna have the same monster set as what Mountain 1 did, I think, as well as this spike tile here. It's an armored knight, not my favorite Hurt More target. Especially when he's sleepy like that. And that's how Brian Williams died the 4th time in this game. EMP has made it to the stairwell back to the first floor. Wyvern is blocking him. Golem's on the field. He gets away from this one. William sees a Spectre. He fires off a fireball. Picks up 47 experience points for his trouble. And EMP has made his way out of the mountain, out of the castle, and back into it again. Maybe gonna do a save for his gold grind money? Nope, just a refill. But maybe both. We'll find out. With the way this seed is going, maybe they won't need a grind at all. Get everything they need off the overworld. There's an Axe Knight there. A couple of Axe Knights. This one here giving him some trouble. Blocking Hurtmore's, taking some damage. He gets it down though. I think part of recovering the magic points as well makes it so that on the reset you've got all of it so that when you do finally make it, you're at full resources. He went to the Magic Man though, I think. Yeah. Oh, I see. We were thinking that the reset refilled it. It does not. Did that red dragon cast Hurtmore? Is that what happened there? EMP is at the shop. He's got all the money. He grabs his magic armor first. Then he gets the large targe. Flame sword in his other hand. Now we have two well-equipped warriors. I'd want a heal more before I fought a red dragon, personally. But if they're stop spelling 75% of the time, or hurt mooring 75% of the time, and you can stop spell them, maybe. Doubt it. Still, those bites hurt. Greens, on the other hand, are also delicious Hurtmore targets. One doesn't go down, though. Opts to throw another Hurtmore instead of finishing with this swing. He gets it. So Brian Williams about 1,000, maybe 1,100 experience points ahead of EMP right now. But both have seen pretty much the same stuff. And have pretty much the same stuff. They've had Hurtmore since level 4, but Brian Williams got there much sooner. That's the story of the seed so far. And here we go. We've got level 10, or rather level 11 for Brian Williams. I missed all of the bits, but it looks like it came with 3 spells. We've got our sleep spell out of there. We got repel. That's always nice to have. Hurt more dragon's gonna hurt more. Brian Williams looking for that refill. Because at this point, what do you need gold for? It just send you home, give me all my stats back. EMP looks like is in the grave of Garenham, or is he back in the mountain? Oh, he's on Mountain 2. Okay. Looking for those monsters that were in the mountain, the Wraith Knights that were down there, other juicy, hurt-moreable targets. And it's not giving them to him. They're like, here, how about a poltergeist? We have a Sharlock sighting on Brian Williams' screen. The game is definitely playing EMP right now, because he saw all those monsters while he was down here before, right? I think there's, what, Metal Slimes, Magiwyverns, Wraith Knights, but instead it's giving him Drakies and Poltergeists. Scorpions and Poltergeists. Here's a cave for Brian Williams. There's the grave. It's the grave cave. Will he full dive it? I think you do. You're here. You've seen most of the checks. Of course, we haven't seen the special checks, but we've only seen one belt. Brian Williams says, no, I'm going to go see what's in this town first. It's Hawksness Town. There is a check here. There is a hurt more. There is a flame sword. There's a good chance we can fight whatever's here. Not if it's a sleepy golem. It's a blue dragon. A back-attacking blue dragon. Want to go into this fight with full health, especially since you don't have heal more. Literally doing an extra heal for the extra 2 hit points. He's going to throw the first hurt more. It does not work. Going to run away, heal up, and basically you need to land 2 hurt mores on the red dragons, or rather the blue dragons. They've got about a 50% resist. There you go. He gets his first hurt more off. Blue dragon attacks. Second hurt more does not go through. Right? It was a low roll on the first one. He's got one more chance here. He does get his second hurt more off, so Blue Dragon's going to go down. That's 180 experience points. Underneath it is Erdrick's armor. Good thing to find. The magic armor swiftly replaced. And now the world is that much nicer for Brian Williams, 42. Erdrick's armor, of course, one of the best armors in any JRPG. It has excellent defense. It heals you every step that you walk. It negates damage from barrier tiles and swamp tiles. It makes hurt more do, what, a third of its damage? Reduces it by a third. There's a third somewhere in that calculation. Breaths as well. It's just really good stuff. EMP chasing the metal slimes. They are not being catchable. Slippery metal slimes. Brian Williams has found the swampy, islandy, rivery zone that seems to be in every seed nowadays. They are among my least favorite things to navigate. And we find a town in the midst of it. It is the town of Cantlin. Looking for some sort of a weapon here. Oh, come on, get the bamboo pole. Brian Williams going to hit the rappel before doing the in. EMP hunting metal slimes. And I can't say that this is the greatest grind spot that even EMP has seen. Like, I think he's seen better stuff on the overworld. Like on desert tiles in the overworld. Maybe not. I could be wrong in terms of what he's seen. But there you go. That's a metal slime. That'll get him his level. He'll be happy to see that 15 attack power. Maybe EMP is going for most metal slimes in a tournament race for 2026. And looks like Brian Williams found a hand axe in the south shop of Garanham, or rather Cantlin Ham. We're going to have ourselves a coordinates check. Go and search 86 north, 23 east. Not 86, I'm sorry, 68 north. 23 east. Boy, I'm glad I'm not racing right now and writing down 86 north. Totally would. Yes, this is where the preemptive princess rescue might have paid off. You just pop that Gwaelin's Love, you see what coordinates you're at, and you pick up your item. You know. I'm one of those old school always Gwaeliners. I don't do the fancy counts. Oh, we're here on the right side of the map, so at least we know how far east is from where we are, but I don't know if Brian Williams ever set up any of the coordinates. I don't even know how possible it is with where Tantagel was. I don't think there was any obvious map edges from there. And look at this, the jerk way out here in the middle of nowhere. I wish we played on 86 tile maps. Exploration's what kills me. Well, that and poor decisions just all around, but I like to blame it on exploration and the EMP, you know, has metal slimes, like, not even once. He's got an addiction. It's a problem. We're gonna have to sit him down and tell him how this has affected all of us, because he needs to stop. The metal slimes must flow. And, I mean, he's keeping up, or catching up, even. I mean, he's only 600 points behind at this point. But he hasn't seen any of the map. I mean, it is a strategy. It's definitely a strategy. Alright, Alright, so Brian Williams, walking in remarkably straight lines. I don't know if that means that this is a count. He is also walking in straight lines. That is true. That is true. But I don't think he's counting his way to whatever treasure Gwaylin hid under her spot. I've not been keeping track of the metal slimes. Fortunately, the game does that for us. So hopefully we'll get to see EMP's credits. Credit crawl. Meanwhile, we've got Red D on Brian Williams' side. Brian Williams actually remarkably close to level 12. Couple of decent enemies can get him there. One really good enemy could get him there. Suppose a blue dragon could do it. Armored. This red dragon. He's running from it. Still no serious healing, but baby heal will have to suffice. Casts 3 of them before setting out. Found Sharlock again. Knight to draw his ire. EMP gets another metal slime. Got a bridge that is inaccessible. And Brian Williams seems to think he's got a bead on a single coordinate here, and he's given some searching for some item. There's a return, maybe not happy with his coordinate count. Throws a hurt more to Werewolf. The Werewolf throws a hurt more back at him. And with a quick flame sword to the face, Werewolf goes down. And that gets Brian Williams level 12. Level 12's coming with 5 power, 1 response speed, 6 hit points, and 4 magics. Oh, Brian Williams found the harp. Okay, I missed him actually hit it. So, all right, he found the harp. The harp was on the spot. And he's going to trade that harp in for his staff right there. I thought he returned. I thought he was off his count, and that's why the unreliable commentator. Golem. Back attacked by the Golem. Golem hits Brian42 for 42. Then he hits him for another 25 and says, "Oh, horrible run luck." EMP now hitting level 12. Essentially caught up in experience, and he's decided he's had enough, he's gonna get out. Or maybe he's just out of magic. So what are we missing? We are missing the deep grave. We are missing coal. I think those are the only places we have not seen. Brecconary. We haven't seen Brecconary. Garenham. That's a whole place with checks. There's still lots of stuff that's still out there. Yeah, we have seen a swamp cave, but not the other side of it. It's true. Alright, Brian Williams, stop spelling the red dragon makes me think he wants to fight it. And he does. Swing for 22. This red dragon loving the hurt more spell, so it's pretty free, right? A bite still hurts, but it looks like he's hurt mooring, 75% of the time. Maybe 100%. Can we have 100% hurt more? Excellent! Dodge to a bite. That's what we came here to see, folks. Brian Williams not even bothering with the heal. Not that he has a decent heal spell to use here. Red Dragon does have heal more, so you definitely have to cast that stop spell if you want to fight one. But that's a good for a quick 350 experience points. 10% of what he already had. A 10% increase in experience. Instead of fighting all of those monsters, he should have just fought 10 red dragons. Same place. Kind of what EMP did, only with metal slimes. Oh, that's right. Brian Williams is rocking the hand axe. He was not able to get that flame sword. The golem stopped him. Alright, and here we are, just like that. We're at level 13. 3 power, 2 response speed, 5 hit points, 1 magic. EMP gonna fight a red dragon of his own. Brian Williams going for his second red dragon. Axing it down with his axe hands. They're a special kind of red dragon that are 75% hurt more, some percent heal more. Yeah. And fairly susceptible to stop spell. So they're remarkably doable. Stop spell did not go through. Second one makes it, though. That might be the first failed stop spell for Brian Williams against these red Ds. He gets away from that one. Can't survive a bite, right? If you can survive one bite, you can probably survive the... course, all armored up. Brian Williams more willing to go into this swamp off to the left of Charlock. I think this is new territory. Don't think we've been over here before. Blue dragons to the left of me, red dragons to the right. Here I am. Red dragon says, nope. You don't get to beat me. Not right now. You can go home. And Brian Williams, I think, has found a dead end up here. Like the left didn't pan out, and that is not a passage. That bridge there. You have to go around it, maybe. Around to the right. We do see a cave. Brian Williams apparently has seen that cave before. Might have been our swamp cave. Maybe our grave cave. What we're looking for is coal. And the Garenham. EMP getting some revenge, trying to get some revenge on this red dragon. Not able to take it down, or maybe that was all runs, I'm not sure. Whatever it was, left him with not very many hit points. So this is our turn in. So Brian Williams is going to go ahead and get the drop while he's here. And yeah, so Brian Williams just needs to track down those last places. I'm not sure how much of what we just watched was him looking for stuff or just going to get his trade in because he knows where that was at and just kind of looking around on the way. But yeah, now he needs to start thinking where did I leave open-ended spaces? The first place that comes to my mind is the other side of the swamp cave. That's where I would go check. It might even pop you right into the back of Garenham. And sure enough, he is going straight... Oh, that is the swamp cave. So we have seen both sides. But we've seen Swamp South, haven't we? I'm pretty sure we have. Maybe we haven't. I guess we haven't. I could have swore the entrance we saw was Swamp South. Right, EMP has found the blue dragon in Hawksness, so he'll be getting himself some Erdrick's armor, assuming he can take it down. He's given a swing. It was not enough. Oh, the blue dragon knows heal! How much heal does it have? Oh no! That is not good news for EMP. He'll have to go back there, right? If I recall, it's not a particularly in-the-way place to go. EMP into the swamp here. He's gonna go see what's for grind. It's an armor knight. Alright, and here's our Garanham. Garanham Balba. And open to the items just to check how many keys do I have. You don't want to use the last one. Although Rimmeldar was close, maybe you do. And there's the sword, sitting in the Garanham warehouse the entire time. He also finds a fairy water and a cursed belt. But Erdrick's sword completes the set. He's got the drop. There's no reason to search anything anywhere else. Get yourself to a go level and go into that Sharlock that you saw. Well, Red Dragon giving Brian Williams a little bit of a speed bump here, but he's gonna need a much larger roadblock to stop him from driving this bus to the station. I don't know where I'm going with this extended metaphor. Brian Williams is in a pretty good position to win the game right now. He has everything he needs. He just needs to find himself a nice grind to settle. Question of whether you grind for a silver shield or not. Typically not. Usually not a good idea to do a second grind. You kind of want to get it all done at once. If the agility was super amazing, and maybe that would push you up into being able to repel some of the nastier Sharlock monsters, it might help. But I don't think we've seen anything horrible on the Sharlock monsters anyway. They seem fairly tame. I mean, Hurtmore Red Dragons kind of suck, but if you've got MP, you can... I mean, you're not repelling those anyways, right? Silver Shield doesn't help you there. With that said, if you naturally get Silver Shield money in the course of your grind, like sometimes the go level isn't till like 22, right? We could get lucky and have them fight blue dragons and things until level 22. And if you do that without dying, sometimes you just naturally have the Silver Shield money, and then, you know, maybe go spend it if it's close by. It looks like level 14 slipped just past me, but there was 29 hit points is what it came with, it sounds like. Unfortunately, the strength isn't there, but that's all the hit points you need. We're already approaching Go stats, at least on part of the stat bar. You'd like to see about 10 more strength. Any amount of agility. You need EMP any amount of agility. And yeah, of course we need the Heal More spell, right? They're not going anywhere without that. Looks like Red Dragon is the meal of the day. EMP had a course of metal slimes as an appetizer. It might have ruined his appetite, though. Yeah, both runners just kind of grinding out here on these deserts. Yeah, I'm not sure EMP's thought process here. I don't know what else is in this desert that he's settled in on, but it's, yeah, ghosts, poltergeists. That's all I've seen. He has the repel spell. He could repel those ghosts and poltergeists. Druins aren't any good either. Is this a metal slime zone as well? Knights and wyverns. Okay. But he is like one of those things away from the level now. But perhaps it's also one of those, I'm here, I'm trying to get the level, and then I'll move on. Which he does. But now Brian Williams pretty much a full level ahead. He is approaching level 15 here. This Axe Knight should do it. Alright, we're looking for big strengths right here. 1 power. We're going for more levels. 23 agility, though. There's all the missing agility from the seed. The attack power is still not where you want it to be. And of course, he needs heal more. So 1 more level at least. Swamp Cave has an armored knight in it. Hawksness is a blue dragon. Tantagel Basement has metal slimes. Brian Williams out of magic, not able to get the stop spell on this one, so he'll take his refill and return home. And Brian Williams goes back to the Red Dragon Fields. Said these have lay fallow long enough, I shall till these, reap their bountiful harvest. Dragon with a bite. An uncharacteristic bite puts him in the red. Brian Williams still not got his down. EMP gets his red dragon down. And maybe that has sparked a hunger in EMP to continue fighting the reds. Or maybe he's doing some exploration. Yeah, there's the grave. Now, we have not seen the bottom of it. We know that we do not need to see the bottom of it. We'll see what EMP decides to do. It's 2 wings and some gold. And yeah, EMP doesn't want anything to do with the bottom of the grave. He'll find the town of Hawksness. Oh, he's been here before. He knows what's behind this this swamp. And he's ready for it this time. $9,750 is the magical experience number for level 16 on Brian Williams' side. He's got a couple more red dragons to go. I don't think we've seen coal either in this seed, have we? Coal. What is it good for? Coal. Inferior, non-renewable energies. My apologies to coal enthusiasts who might be watching. There's outside, there's heal more. What about our stats? Fairy waters plus 126. What does 126 do? 17 swings on average, but with like a wide margin because it could have lots of highs and low rolls, right? 17 on average without fairy waters. Throw some fairy waters in the mix. 111 magic points, that's what? 14 heal mores? 13? Assuming you can get down there with all of them. $119 hit points. You could get a double or two out of that, maybe. Alright, so Brian Williams gonna go to the shops. He's gonna sell some things off here. Clear out his inventory for the water of the fairy. He has not picked up the flute, so he is able to do some water maxing here. I love that bridge to a single tile that is not really an island. Here we go. Brian Williams stocking up on those fairy waters. EMP. Gonna be sad that he's found this without having found the harp and harp trade-in yet. Brian Williams doing his final rest at the inn. And, I think we're probably gonna see ourselves a Charlock dive. Charlock. Charlock? Charlock. Alright, so there we go. Rainbow Drop has been cast. Bridge has been created. Brian Williams, first into Charlock Castle. Blue Dragon back attacks him. The top of the left corridor. Creeping around the back of the throne, he searches and he discovers a secret passage. How did he know that that was gonna be? Alright, he gets away from the Armored Knight. We are making our way through the first dark floor. Armored Knights and Blue Dragons. Chasing Brian Williams down to the Dragon Lord. What was wrong with these Armored Knights? Did these Armored Knights have sleep? Something had sleep. Maybe it was the golems. Got green dragons on this top zone as well. Diamond room almost empty. Green dragon jumps out right at the end of it. Back attacked by an Axe Knight. Then run blocked by that same Axe Knight. Using the herb. Multi-level marketing scheme for Dragon Warrior Randomizer. How many restreamers do you have in your downstream? Alright, so I missed what happened to Brian Williams. I was too busy thinking about this multi-level marketing scheme and how I can make a pyramid out of it. I didn't see what happened to Brian Williams. Apparently something not great, and he wants more red dragons. AK-47 happened to Brian Williams. Fair enough. Not a pyramid, it's an inverted first three-dimensional triangle. So EMP doing the old-fashioned count. Looking for his harp. Silver harp, I believe, is what is in the overworld tile here. Safety is an illusion. What he's grinding for is for 12,000 experience points. That is the magic number. 1,500 away. That's like 5 red dragons. Maybe fewer if he can get some decent monsters in. So EMP not able to get his count off. Might be considering a princess rescue now. I'm not sure. Or possibly figuring out cohort. A single cohort. And yeah, into the swamp he goes. Armored Knight. And he's got him. EMP, rescuing Daughter of Lorik. Making sure he heals up before this Armored Knight. Don't want to give him an opportunity to make him have to come back here to get the princess again. And oh no, there's the sleep. Armored Knight attacks. He wakes up. Casts Hurt More. It does go through. EMP gets past his armored knight. You can unclench, folks. Alright, EMP going to get all of his resources back before dealing with the princess, just so that he has everything topped off for his long walk that he'll have to take. Meanwhile, Brian Williams, one red dragon away. More than one green dragon, though. Mr. Red right there. And promoted to the next level is Brian Williams. He picks up 6 strength. He picks up 11 extra hit points. Or I think it might have been 11 extra. No more magic, so no extra heal mores, but the extra HP is great. The strength makes him go. Just go get down there. Go get down there and fight yourself a Dragon Lord. The extra strength buys him a heal more. In my opinion. But yeah, he's off. He's not grinding no more. Looking for his refill town. And EMP gets his silver harp just as Brian Williams hits the inn. He's hitting return. He knows where the trade-in cave. It was close to home. Now that he's got his staff, he'll have to make his long walk over to the drop cave, which EMP has also seen. What he hasn't seen and he needs to find is Garenham. And I don't think Garenham was... I don't think it was over there by the drop cave, but, I mean, he's got to go there. Anyway, so I imagine that's where he's going to... Divinity, there is, during the Winter League, there are Chaos flag sets that mess with the Dragon Lord's stats. More like his resistances and stuff, and his abilities. You can have Dragon Lords with sleep. Dragon Lord 2s. Heal more Dragon Lord 2 is a fun one. I don't think we mess with his actual stats. Though it could be fun if the Dragon Lord's stat characteristics was in the shuffle or in the mix for other monsters too. Like, just have a Dragon Lord 2 wizard. The Dragon Lord 2 himself is actually a red slime. EMP trying to take care of homework here. Brian Williams working his way down. He's nearly made it to the fun floors. Red Dragon gonna back attack here, I think. Gets away, though. Only eats 1 hurt more in the process. Brian Williams has made it to the U. That's one of the fun rooms, because it has a name, right? It's the U room. He's now made it to the rectangle room. And now, the floor of the Dragon Lord. The U-Haul. Right, nice long hero walk for Brian Williams here. You'd think he's repelling everything on this floor. Blue Dragon is our final spike. So our spikes today were blue, blue, and Armor Knight. EMP finds his jerk and gets his drop of rainbow. A stone man draws near. We never saw one of those before on this floor. Anyway, we found the Dragon Lord. Brian Williams is gonna mash that B button so that he says no to the offer of half the world. He'll get called a fool and he'll start a fight. First swing for 40. Dragon Lord pops a hurt more. Second swing. 29. He gets the lucky stop spell. Brian Williams is going to go into this Dragon Lord 2 fight with 110 hit points. He does get the first swing, and he's going to throw Fairy Water for 11. Second Fairy Water for 16 takes us to 27. Opening double. $42 for Brian Williams, 42. $53. $63. $78 on the second double fairy water throw. So that's 85. I think we got 85 damage out of our heal, out of our fairy waters. 95. $109. $122. $132. $141 with the third double of this fight. $150 is enough. I'm unless I counted wrong, that was the 150 Dragon Lord right there, folks. Get those GGs out for Brian Williams. And looks like we're going to have ourselves an official race time for brianwilliams42 of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 30 seconds. So we'll see if our runners want to pop in at the end of a long race like that. Sometimes you got to go take care of some business before you come in for commentary. But we'll see if folks want to talk. I have sent the invite out. An interesting race for sure, but yeah, some interesting decisions in there as well. So chat, get your questions ready. Help you ask whatever it is that you want to know. Like Brian Williams is going to join us here. I'll pull him down. Gotta turn on his thing too. Let's do this. All right, I think I've got all the microphones set up. Hello, Brian Williams. Good game. Congratulations. Let us know. Tell us what your thoughts are on this seed going through it.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, do you think I mismenued on that Armored Knight in Sharlock? We'll never know, will we?
We will never know. We will not.
I didn't feel like I would survive having to use my last two herbs. If I even got away, I was pretty doomed, I think, at that level. So I think it was a mismenu, but I also was ready to get out, get another level. So yeah, that was kind of it was a mismenu, but it was also, I was pretty done at that point, and 2 zones of Armored Knights. I wasn't going to do that again on 16.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those fortunate mismenus, right? You weren't trying to do it, but maybe subconsciously you were.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was already like, oh no, this dive is dead. So when I mismenued, I was like, oh, probably the right thing anyways. Not waste any time. Just get that level.
Yeah, and speaking of levels, we had they came pretty quickly early on, right? We had that early Hurtmore seed going on here. What were your thoughts on just kind of the progression of how the game went?
Yeah, I think I assume we both kind of made a pretty straight line to Hurtmore because that swamp kept you trapped at the beginning. And yeah, it took you pretty much straight there on the Zone 0 fight. And yeah, I think it's pretty much a find a grind as fast as possible, and that grind was pretty close to start. I did not see a red dragon in that Axe Knight Green Dragon zone for a really long time. I thought the red dragons were in a different zone, and I think I got multiple levels just hanging out in that desert where I did my late game grind too. So yeah, it felt like a seed where you wanted repel. It felt like a seed where you wanted heal more. It didn't come. So kind of just not pushing the exploration too hard was the right play, and just kind of doing it with more resources later, like being able to take on that blue dragon to get the armor. Try to do that too many levels earlier, you won't be able to sort of survive or have the MP. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think EMP actually was a level or two earlier when he found that blue dragon and was not able to take it the first time, and that's like a long walk to go back there too. Yeah, everything seemed to line up fairly well for you. You hit the good grinds, you found good monsters to throw those Hurtmores out at and stuff. I just got a note from the race room. EMP wants you all to put out your red dragon and metal slime emotes for him. So what you didn't see was EMP did a metal slime grind. He went down into the basement of Tantagel and sat there for, I don't think we'll ever know his metal slime count, but he killed a bunch of them down there.
Yeah, I started trying to run away from them because I was like, I have Hurtmore. These guys are really annoying. I don't want to kill these metal slimes. I'd rather just keep moving. So that he's settled down in there is interesting. I didn't like them because I had at least seen some decent enemies in the overworld, and even the floor above looked better, right? There was Wyvern and Wraith Knight to hurt more. So I want to get to the floor up, and just grind there. So yeah, I guess we'll find out what the metal slime count was. Maybe someone will just watch the VOD and count it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, we might have to do that. It was definitely interesting. It sparked a lot of conversation in the chat. Like, resting decision. I think it probably wasn't the best one. Clearly, you took the race there, and there was lots of stuff even on the overworld to just throw your Hurtmores at. That he did catch up on experience, but you had seen half or most of the map at that point, and made progress. So I think at the end of the day, your approach was the better one, but still lots of fun to watch. Still an excellent race, and really well raced. Have you got any other thoughts about the seed, the tournament in general? How are you doing in it? I have not been paying attention to standings. So how are you doing in your group, and what's your thoughts moving forward?
Yeah, it's good. I'm 2-1, and I have matches against Zarnax and DK left. So 2-1 is not a lock in any way. So thanks for EMP for doing this on kind of short notice tonight, and then DK and I are scheduled for next weekend, and then I'll find some time to race Zarnax in there too. So yeah, looking forward to both of those. I see DK in chat. Get ready. We're gonna have something silly like stop spellable red dragons in this one. That was I feel like I should have died a lot more times to them, especially before I had the sword, but they were pretty Hurtmore heavy, so just kind of rolled the dice and it worked out for me.
Yeah, I think we pulled up the stats earlier. They were definitely 75% Hurtmore and I think 25% heal more, so they were definitely kind for the stop spell approach, and it definitely worked out. So great job there, and congratulations on picking up your second win. It's always nice to get that in the group. So it tells you that you've got a biting chance for the remaining races. So very, very nice to hear that.
Yeah, thanks for doing the restream tonight and tracking, I think, Cherno, right? So appreciate you both putting on a race on an early evening Friday, and yeah, thanks again. We'll have some more races tonight. I'm sure all over the place on channels and Red Slime Zone. So I'll see you in chat, people who are there.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm racing tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock, but I don't know if it's been picked up for a restream or a Red Slime. It might be, so I've got to get myself prepared for that as well. We've all got our races to do, I suppose. So thanks again for putting on a good show for us. Thank you, Cherno, for taking care of the tracking today. Thank you, chat, for hanging out and chatting with us. And it looks like my race is picked up on DW Randomizer, so hooray for that. You'll get to see me make a fool of myself and probably lose, because I'm not very good at thinking. But who knows? Who knows what we'll see? Shenanigans, that's what we'll see. We'll see all kinds of shenanigans later tonight at 9/6 Pacific. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send us off on a raid to the American Dweem, who is doing some practice right now. So if we want, just hang on for 1 second, because and we'll get that done. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you a little bit later.